So this week, if we thought that last week was a nice earnings week, this one gets way better. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and smashing that like button since it really helps the channel out. Also, I have a completely free Discord group chat, which the link for that is down in the description below. We're almost 600 members in there. First of all, last week we had several important and growth companies reporting earnings last week. On Tuesday, we had Alibaba, which went up a little over 2% after they reported earnings, but ended up dropping 4% after that for the rest of the week, as they were able to only beat the adjusted EPS but miss on revenue and annual active consumers in China. We do gotta understand that the same happened with Amazon, which missed revenue as well. Then we had Lyft, which I posted a video analyzing their earnings as they were able to be profitable in adjusted EBITDA a quarter earlier than expected, which is obviously great news for investors. On Wednesday, we had Uber, Wind Resorts, Mercado Libre, Etsy, Roku, and Royal Caribbean, which posted wider than expected loss due to the Delta variant. Still, the stock went up over 8% for the rest of the week. You guys know that I used to invest in Royal Caribbean, and even though I already sold my shares and closed my position, I keep track of it as it is a very attractive industry, and even more as I love going on Royal Caribbean cruises on a yearly basis, and I always like to see how these companies are doing, looking to maybe buy in again in the future. Even more as I'm still investing in Carnival Cruise Line. On Thursday, we had Square and Beyond Meat. I have not analyzed Square yet, but I will this week as it is my favorite fintech company and I invest in it right now. And even though I don't invest in Beyond Meat, I do like to see how they did overall as I invest in the Two Chef. Lastly, on Friday, we saw DraftKings, which is another company I don't invest in, but I do invest in Fubotv, and DraftKings is their competitor in their sports betting app. Now, this week is crazy. I invest in many growth companies that are reporting earnings this week and will for sure be a volatile week for my portfolio. First of all, today the Dow Jones is down 0.22%, the S&P 500 down by 0.12%, and the Nasdaq is actually up by 0.14%, but the Russell 2000 is down 0.62%. I don't have any interest in any of today's companies that are reporting earnings, but we will see AMC, for example. But then on Tuesday is when everything starts. We gotta see Fubotv right after the market closes with Coinbase and Upstart. You guys know that I invest in Fubotv and have been investing in it for months, and even though I'm down a lot in my position right now, I'm waiting for their earnings to see their improvements and growth as a company. I have been buying this stock all the way from $14 per share to $16, $21, $36, and even $46 per share. Obviously below 20 is a way better moment to buy, but I'm holding this long term while I sell cover calls as they pay very nice, and in the long term I do have a nice price target. And even though I'm down about $1,600 because of cover calls, I'm only down $700 as I have collected $998 in Fubo cover calls since I started investing in it, and that is why I do this with stocks I'm willing to hold long term and sell cover calls even if the stock is up or down, as that helps me to minimize my losses or even earn more money if I'm not losing money in that position as well, which also helps me decrease my average cost. Then we have Coinbase. I have not started a position in this company, but I have kept track of it as it is a very interesting fintech company that is having a nice growth year over year. I do understand it is a very volatile stock, but very interesting one. I did read an interesting article saying that Coinbase stock could easily jump up 16% after earnings this week, which obviously is a complete speculation, but this person said this because he thinks their user growth is going to exceed verified users of 60 million and thinks that's going to be sort of a benchmark that they are going to continue to feed on. Trading activities where they get paid as well. I think that's going to pick up. That's what the traders said. But as always, I would never recommend anyone to play earnings. I'm not a financial advisor, and I can't recommend you what you should do or should not do with your investments. But I do want to say that playing earnings is a very, very risky move. I used to do it and I lost a lot of money, and it's not enjoyable at all. It is way better to just go to a casino and enjoy with some friends. Now, on Wednesday morning, we have Wix and Hyliion. I do not invest in any of these stocks, but are certainly in a very interesting industries. I used to track Hyliion last year, but have been focusing on my current investments right now. Before starting any new position, after market closes, we have NIO, which is obviously very, very interesting to see their growth, even though we already know that they delivered 21,896 vehicles in the second quarter, which is 111.9% growth year over year. So we should expect such growth in revenue, which is why analysts are expecting a growth of 133% year over year for quarter two. Last but not least, Thursday, before the market opens, we will have Palantir and Baidu. Even though I have not started a position in Palantir yet, I know many of you are very, very interested in this company. So let me know in the comment section below if you would like me to post a video analyzing their earnings later this week or next week after my companies report earnings. But after the market closes, we have nice companies as well. First of all, we have Disney, which I have been investing in it since they announced Disney Plus and have been a nice investment so far. I will for sure analyze their earnings, as I know that they got hit really hard by the pandemic and got affected very hard their hotels, cruises and theme parks, and want to see how they have improved since then. Then we have one of my babies, Wish. I'm very, very anxious to know how they did this quarter and what they have done as a business. The stock is up over 5% today as of the time I'm filming this video, and analysts are expecting us to see a revenue of $722 million for the quarter. I do have to say that I will be obviously posting a video analyzing their earnings in depth. I'm still thinking if I should post it on Thursday night or Friday morning, as I really want to read everything and listen to the earnings call before giving you guys my opinion on a video in here. You guys know that I'm investing long-term in this company, and just like is happening with Fubo, even though I'm down in my position, I have been averaging down and have been selling a lot of cover calls since I invested in this company as well, which helps me have a passive income and also lower my average cost. I do want to say that I know many don't like their business or find it sketchy, but they have been improving a lot, innovating and expanding, which is why I believe in the company long term. Then we also have Airbnb, which even though is a bit expensive right now, I always like to see their earnings because their growth is impressive and their future for this company looks very, very appealing. So it is definitely a company I would like to invest in at one point. I don't know still when, because I'm focusing on my investments, my other investments right now, but this is a very interesting company. We also have rocket companies, SoFi, which I know many of you have been checking out, Tattoo Chef, which I do invest in this company, and I'm very interested to know how they did their growth, expansion and innovation of their products and see what they have new in their product line. I do have to say that Fubo, Wish and Tattoo Chef were the three stocks that I picked for the monthly pick series on the video that I posted on Friday, as I knew they were going to report earnings this week or this month and could get volatile, which is not a bad thing at all. We gotta take advantage of volatility if any of them drop and we are investing in them long term. I understand that many like to have stop losses, but as a long-term investor, my strategy is to increase my position and average down, which is why I do a lot of research and only invest in companies which I see potential for the long term, so I don't feel bad if those stocks drop 20 or 30% at one point. I did that with Lyft, Royal Caribbean and many more. I started losing a lot of money. I started averaging down, and that helped me be able to make more money out of my investments. Now, I would like to know which stocks you are watching this week. I will most likely post a video on Wednesday on Fubotv. If I don't post it tomorrow night, on Thursday I would like to post either Wish or Disney, and then Friday either Wish or Disney, the ones that I didn't post the day before, depending how late they report their earnings, as I like to read everything I can before giving my opinion. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please smash that like button and subscribe, since it really helps the channel out. Thank you, and see you next time.